Hello and welcome back to the cooking I was going to do something different, but you've probably seen the thumb title and you know that we're doing an orange soup. I was going to do a pancake, but I'm not sure I really truly understood what kind of monstrosity I was making. Also, I had this thing here, electric frying pan to do my singular pancake on, but see, the thing is I kind of stubbed my toe and now we're sort of out of frying pans. So instead I thought we'd do an orange soup. We've got our cooking area established from previous cooking shows, but I haven't really, like in the real world, put a pot on that stovetop to cook anything, and I still don't think I will, but while I decide that, on one of the previous cooking shows I shat on Papa Gustapi's pizzas, and I saw this the other day and I thought, well, I mean, I better try more of his stuff, see if it's, you know, like a running theme or if it was an outlier. And the panini crust, it was actually pretty good. I did have to add extra cheese because I thought there wasn't enough, but other than that, nah, this is a decent purchase. So what does this tell us? And if you ask me, it means Papa Gustapi should stick to grilled cheeses and leave pizzas to the big boys, but I was thinking of pot on stove, but I think pot on stove is gonna, because I've cooked like bacon and eggs and shit, I have to go between one to the other because otherwise it overheats and burns, and or I just don't understand to cook in the first place, but that couldn't possibly be true. So what I thought we would do is, I have a rice cooker, and rice cookers, as far as I'm concerned, only good for cooking rice, but rice is kind of boring after the second time eating it 3 meals in a row, so I thought this is just water heats up rice. So what if I used it to make an orange soup? So that's what we'll be trying today. You will need at least one orange. You'll also need pumpkin, because a pumpkin is orange, so it's perfect for our orange soup. You'll also need this orange potato, which is perfect for soup. I didn't have orange onions, but we can just imagine that purple onion is orange onion, so that'll be fine. And finally, we will use carrot. And these was what's going to go on our orange soup. How is rice cooker going to become soup maker? Because normally, like, alright, you got this cool little cup, and it's like 1 cup of rice equals 1.5 cups of water, because it's assumed like your water's going to evaporate. But what if I don't want that water to evaporate, but I still want to cook a soup? Fuck it, it's whatever. We'll just send it through, and if it fucks up, it fucks up. It should be fine though. I got faith. So we are going to cut all this up. For the orange, I thought we might do the grating thing. You know how cakes, like orange and poppy seed cakes, I think, now do the friction thing, and the friction thing will create bits of skin follicles, and those. Let's get started. I'll have you watch me do the cutting up as I normally do, because you guys, I don't know, you have a fetish for it or some shit. While I've got you down there and at eye level, this used to taste a lot better, and now it just tastes kind of like shit, but it's so fucking addictive that I can't stop. Man, it's super weird. Anywho, we will... I think I've gotten a bit ahead of myself because I'm not sure how much I'm gonna need. So... for your sake, we'll say this is a normal rice cooker, and we'll assume that this is the amount of plus 1 carrot plus 1 onion. So like half a normal pumpkin. I say super loosely because what even is a normal pumpkin? But we'll say 1 small orange potato, 1/2 of a butternut pumpkin, 1 carrot, 1 onion, and like... I don't know if you can see, but like there's little measurements on the outside. Excellent. So normally rice would go to... it's a 6, not an A. Normally rice would go to A, or 6. We might go to 8 or 9, because water's going to evaporate and we want soup and not rice. So we'll just do that. When you do cooking, I find it's good to put all your remains in a bowl for safekeeping. And then you can store that in your fridge and you can use it for a whole manner of things. Ooh. So, we have a problem here. I have one side of my my pumpkin exposed. So what we're going to do is, we're going to take this other side that we're going to put into the soup, and we're just going to sort of graft it on here so we save plastic, because plastic's bad for the environment, so you should save it. You're going to want to cut this up pretty small, because it will just... because, alright, we'll do the soup thing, and we'll put all the water in and all the spices and all the shit. And then once it's cooked, we're gonna get, we'll get like one of these devices, and this will... fuck, I think it will. Hold on, before we go any further, I could have sworn I had a better version of this. One that wasn't so fucking 1980s. Huh, is that really how it works? Interesting. Can you guys... you see a little knob in the, like, right there? Huh, I expected, I don't know, more, less, I don't know. But that's interesting that works the way I want it. Now, I was mocking this knife before because of its serrated edge, but now that I cut this potato pumpkin, I actually find it's pretty fucking smart, actually. Damn, it's a whole new perspective on life. So yeah, same with the other potato. We'll just cut them small, because small is good in this respect. Especially in relation to cutting carrots. Same with your onion, you can be a little bit... ow, fuck me. Alrighty, now we have a whole soup thing, or soup thing full of soup materials. So we're gonna, I think, to the 10. Like, a lot of water, because if we've got too much we can just tip it out. But like, if we haven't got enough water, then we just sort of fuck up the whole thing, so... Alrighty, so now we've got our soup like this. We'll put this in the rice cooker. And I'll actually put you back where you belong. Right, can you... not really. Alright, so you see down on that black bit right there, there's a switch, and it's pretty much on and off. So, normally you put rice in a rice cooker and it just sort of magically does its thing. In this case, I'm gonna do the exact same thing and hopefully it doesn't fuck up. We'll just put in cracked pepper and salt because I don't want to get too crazy. I also have Moroccan seasoning, which is also like, when it comes to cracked pepper, not a lot, because cracked pepper's kind of spicy. And like, not in a good way, not like the Shin Ramyun way, but in the kind of, I don't want to eat this because not only does it taste like shit, but it's also spicy kind of way. Alright, so you see how that says warm? So it's gonna cook. Wait, hold on. Alright, so now we've pressed it to cook. It's gonna cook for X amount of minutes. And at which point it will go to warm. And hopefully by that point it'll just be soup and not a monstrosity. So now it is done. We have our cook thing is now flipped up to warm, and upon opening this I see that I put in way too much water. I should have put in like half. Very much half. And the contents is kind of cooked. Fuck, what am I gonna do? I can think this out. I have a brain. Alright, I've figured out what we're gonna do. We're going to start by getting our oven mitts. And our oven mitts are gonna protect our hands from this super hot metal that our rice cooker cooked our food in. So we're gonna take out this, if we can even grip it. Yep, alright. And we'll just sort of tip. So we'll tip out what we don't need, the water wires of course, not any other wires. And then we're going to take our this, whatever the fuck this is called, and we're gonna, alright, hold on. Yeah, this did absolutely nothing. So I'm gonna check if I had a different one of these. Alright, it's gonna be one of those cooking show moments where I'm just not prepared. So, when you're not prepared cooking things, and you need to make a soup, we're gonna take our potato masher and we're gonna mash. Semi-successful. Alright, that wasn't nearly as hard as I thought it would be actually. It sort of mashed pretty good. So next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our orange. And to make our orange soup, we're gonna I don't know actually. Which side do you reckon I should use? Like, that one or that one? Because this one looks like, I've always thought that this side of the grater just does nothing. That just like, you do your, yeah, right? So you do your grating right, and all the shit just gets stuck in here, and it doesn't actually fucking do what you want it to do. So it's gotta be this side then, right? Nice. Alright. So now our orange soup is more or less complete. We'll give it a little stir, just to make sure it's all together. We better try some, shouldn't we? So we have our orange soup, and fuck, that's actually kind of hot. And I reckon it came out pretty well, all things considered. I better take a spoonful of it. That does taste orangey.